many people enjoy a better, more pain-free life because of it. If you're dealing with everyday pain, it makes sense you'd want to try it first. Well, Relief Factor makes that pretty pain-free too with their 3-week quick start kit for only $19.95, less than $1 a day. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain temporarily, it helps reduce or eliminate pain. Visit relieffactor.com or
Morning, Eggsy. Got your message. Not a very good weekend for the Lions. At least you hear that? Yeah, the first one only went up and then shut right off. I don't know why. It's the first stream since the suspension was lifted. I didn't do it over the weekend, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but wasted notification. Yeah, well, I mean, the defense was, I mean, obviously pretty devastated. They went from a top 10 defense the first 11 games to just, they couldn't stop them. They just couldn't stop them. I mean, and then with the pressure on Goff to try and get those passes in, just too much, I guess. Good season either way. I'm proud of them. Really wish they'd have gotten at least to the conference finals again. But still king of the North. You hear fucking Biden pardoned everybody? The whole J6 committee people, Fauci. Mayorkas, I think he did Mayorkas too, I'm not sure. Fucking piece of shit. That doesn't stop an investigation though. You just can't prosecute him for it. He can't pardon him. I don't think he pardoned himself though. He can't pardon himself. Good situation down here, but we gotta get to it. We got a lot to get to today, America. It's inauguration day, and Daddy is home. I am gonna try and do a screen from the desktop though, so let me grateful and excited to order some food. First guest to the new web show as I fill in for the first time. Please welcome Congresswoman Lisa McClain. She is from Michigan District Number 9. And she is the GOP House Conference Chair. And we're going to talk to her today about what's going on in Washington, D.C. and what the House Republicans. Actually, let me just stop at Speedway. I need to get some washer fluid. They have the Sub-Zero washer fluid. I feel freaking great. How do you feel? Election day. You know how that vibe shift is so real after election day? That's how today feels. Are you in D.C. today? Oh yeah. We're in the Capitol right now. So yeah. I mean, what I noticed, people are actually in a good mood, and people are. I don't even think, even with supposedly a conservative SCOTUS, we can't even count on them to do the right thing anymore. Thank you so much, and you can call me Kira as well. But let's just, since you're standing right there, David's going to report later on. He's out there reporting on the inauguration. What's the vibe like, though? Because
Hey, we're all the way up to 5 degrees here.
From the Biden administration,
Woo-hoo!
J6, Fauci, and all of that. Feels like
Got down to negative 14 overnight.
You know, I think people are...
I had all my sinks dripping.
...shenanigans of the Biden administration, that they're not letting that distract us. It's almost comical. It's sad if it wasn't so true, right? But people aren't letting them distract us. It's like, did you really not expect this? I mean, after the he charged his son for crimes that maybe we don't even know that he committed, is it really a shock to anybody that he is going to pardon all the January 6th people, or people that sat on the committee, Fauci and for crimes maybe they committed, people don't? It's like, we're just so over that. The Republicans in America are so excited to get this country back on the right track that that's nothing more than a distraction.
That's what it feels like. I've been, monitoring social media this morning, and a lot of people have been expressing disappointment or feeling like, well, this isn't fair. And of course it's not fair. Nothing that's happened over the last 4 years is fair. But there does seem to be, just as you described, Lisa, this feeling in the air of, well, let's just get on with it. So what is the House GOP going to do to get on with it? Or you guys have plans to hit the ground running? How are you feeling about the mission of the House GOP?
We are ready to get to work. In fact, I think you'll see the president start getting to work today.
Yeah, I hope you can too.
Tomorrow.
Hope you'll be able to watch the inauguration online. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave you guys on.
He campaigned on putting America first, and he told you what he was going to do. And I think starting this afternoon, you're going to see those promises being kept as you lay out the campaign trail. So we're excited to get to work, and I think the American people are excited too.
I can tell you for sure, as one of the American people out here, we are very excited to see you guys get to work. One of the things that we're looking forward to, I think, well, two things, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this. First thing I think we're really hoping to see when President Trump walks into the Oval Office today is blanket pardons, or a lot of pardons, for the J6 defendants. After watching what Biden did this morning on his way out the door, as you say, unsurprising but still disappointing, it makes one think, well, geez, if all those criminals are going to get pardons, it's time for some of the innocent people who have been languishing for years without a trial or even representation to get that pardon. What are your thoughts on that?
Right. You're spot on that. Now, I don't want to speak for the president. What he's said in the past is that he's going to look at people in cases individually. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, but I do know that is at the top of his list, is taking care of those people who are really unjustly, very different than Biden, who are unjustly held in the situation in which they're held in. So that is at the top of his list. Whether he'll do a full-out blanket pardon on that, I don't know. But I do know that he will take a look at that probably day one, or if not day one, day two.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the other thing that I think a lot of people are excited about or anxious about, depending on what side of the aisle you're on, is border control, border safety. The president intends to sign some orders to release ICE to do their work, to close portions of the border, all of that stuff. We'll see how it all shakes out. You're up there in Michigan. What do you care about the border, Lisa? Why are you so worried about it? You're all the way up there by Canada. They're nice people, aren't they?
They're nice people. Unfortunately, we have a border crossing area, illegally, I might add, right in my district, because folks are actually, illegals are actually coming through Canada to get to the United States. So it is affecting us. Not to mention the gang violence and all the people that have migrated from the southern border up to the northern border to our state that are, have criminal organizations and gang activity going on in my state and every other state around around the country. So I shared with you what President Trump is going to do. If he's going to secure that border, number one, no question, and he is going to use every legal means necessary to do that, he needs business. Number two, he's going to actually allow ICE and law enforcement to actually do the job that they are supposed to do. And that is going to be a big difference. So if you are here illegally and you commit a crime or you are part of a gang, it's going to be a very bad day for you. And that's going to start today.
That's exciting. I live in Southern California. I live 45 miles from our southern border. Yes, thank you for your sympathy. I'm right inside these fire zones. We're safe, but we're going to break down what's going on here. Yeah, we're going to break down later on the show. People want to stay tuned for that. But here in California, we are, of course, the border is a huge issue. That's going to be a big deal. But we are also a sanctuary state, and we have super sanctuary cities now, including Los Angeles, which is now dealing with illegal immigrant arsonists, which is a problem. So we have these super sanctuary cities that Homan and ICE are really going to have to butt up against. What's going on there in your neck of the woods in Michigan? Do you guys have the same problems we do here in California? It's like some people are really excited about it, and then we have these super sanctuary cities that just really don't want to get on board.
Yeah, our governor would love to be Gavin Newsom. I mean,
right.
Our governor's trying to be California, and we're fighting back. And I'm happy that we turned Michigan red in the last election. It's because people don't like the policy. And
damn.
What is just so disturbing to me.
Oh.
How about we use some of those resources and have that same amount of passion that we have for those
wow.
people that are here illegally, who are
my hands hurt just from pouring a gallon of washer fluid. I can't believe the whole gallon went in there.
Wow,
that's how low it was.
Those dots really are tough to connect, right? How about we take that same passion and that same energy and use those same resources and, I don't know, maybe help Americans, maybe help our homeless veterans. How about we take care of America and Americans first? Who actually
really thawing out
the law.
in the car here.
I think Republicans are for Americans. I think Republicans are
what are you
for
doing,
people
dude?
who actually abide by the law. And it's about doggone time we start taking
fucking
care
hey,
of
dude.
individuals. And that's
You're
the
a fucking
difference
idiot,
between the
dude.
Republican Party and the
Yeah, stop
Democratic
right in front of the
Party.
exit
And these
there.
sanctuary cities or super sanctuary cities are going to get their due at someday, but I can share with you, don't come to Washington and ask us to bail you out.
Take away your 90.
These policies, and these policies are going to come back and bite you in the butt like you're seeing right now, excuse me, and you're seeing it right now.
Hey, this is serious. You can say that. Yeah, it will. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Lisa, because in California, as you mentioned, our esteemed Governor Newsom, he's begging for federal funds, and Trump has been signaling no federal funds without accountability. And as a Californian, who I know we desperately need the funding, no, I agree, absolutely. And that, I think that is what, and Congress has the power of the purse, Lisa. So tell me what the vibe is there, because here's the thing, here's where I want to go as we close out our time with you. A lot of us have worked very hard to get Republicans elected, and I feel Republican Congresses have disappointed us time after time, and there's no better time.
I think they're just lost. That's the Indiana plates. See a lot of them on this road, because this road runs right into Fort Wayne going in the other direction. Probably not sure where the fuck they are. Oh. So, I don't mind it. I grabbed what should have been a sausage McMuffin with egg. I got a sausage biscuit with egg. Fucking idiots. Nobody. Yeah, they got fucked up, didn't they?
Even prior to that, in the hopes of getting this trifecta in which we have, and we've had listening sessions and we've had training for reconciliation.
Yeah, you can't win a game if you give up 31 points in
been working on
the
that
first
for
half.
a few months. So we're ready to hit the ground running. I'm excited
Care how
about it.
fucking awesome your offense
About
is.
it. It isn't going to be everything
And then
simple back
fucking
from there yet.
3 interceptions and a fumble from your quarterback.
And I think it's time for chasers. I think it's time
5 total turnovers.
if we don't mind spending the money.
Yeah, that'd be an okay day too.
On things that we're going to get value in programs that we're going to get value in. But the bloated bureaucracy, that those are things that are going to change. So one, our heart goes out to the people who had tragedy, whether it be the fires, whether it be the hurricanes. We have to take care of those people. But in order to take care of those people, we have to make sure that
I just poured in the good washer fluid. Fucking $8 washer fluid.
Under this administration, with this House Republican, so I'm very encouraged.
Do you feel that there is a unity among House Republicans to get this done? I mean, we've been watching some
Those are no weather. There's weather no matter what.
It was a little bit tense. Do you feel like you guys have some sense of unity to go forward?
I do. And let me share with you this. We won't always debate. We won't always.
Well, it's the
We don't have a dictator like Nancy Pelosi.
the negative 30.
Debate does not mean that we're
Is that the frosty stuff?
Get to a better spot. And like
You know, the orange stuff.
yeah, we may have had a rain delay, but we did it on the first round. And you're going to see debate because debate is good. That's how the
Oh, okay, I get it.
that's a
0, no weather.
We can't have debate, so we don't live in dictatorship. But at the end of the day, we will all come together
Well,
under the American.
I thought we had gotten up to 5, but we're at 4 now.
Again, we're excited to get to work on that.
Well, Lisa, I am so glad you stopped by to share a little piece of this amazing day with us at the David Webb Show. I hope you're going to have a great time today. You go to some parties today?
We are in the Capitol. We are headed to the inauguration right now. So meeting some constituents, and you've been better to say we're going to have some events this afternoon. This is a day
Well,
for
God,
you.
it really is for everything we do. It really is. Thank you for sharing this. You have a great time out there. God bless you.
Shoot, the normal stuff is 5.
Figure, Lisa, Congresswoman Lisa.
That's Speedway anyway. I mean, if I'd have got it in an auto store or something, it'd been different.
We hope maybe she'll run into David out there while he's covering stuff. Listen, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, I'll head to the phones, and also I will update you a little bit about what's going on here in Southern California. I'm Kira Davis, filling in for David Webb, and you are listening to the David Webb Show.
The will count majority. Coming up right after the David Webb Show, it is the beginning of the golden
Yeah, gas station fluid.
Donald Trump's inauguration. We'll be here live right after that. The will count majority coming up next at noon East after the David Webb Show on Sirius XM Patriot.
Do you have a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more that you don't pay? Then don't lapse or surrender your policy.
Oh shit,
You
this
might
guy
be
was
sitting
slowing
on-
down. Now he's fucking.
That's right. You may be able to sell all or part of your life
Sorry, dude.
insurance policy to cover you for cash, or a combination of cash and coverage with no future premiums, even a term policy. Call Coventry Direct at 800-465-7600 or visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's
Yeah, bring your own bottle.
800-465-7600.
For siphon.
For over 25 years, we've helped thousands of people sell their policies, and we can probably help you too. Call
Fucking took the whole gallon, too.
465-7600 or visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800.
Filled it to the rim, but it took the whole bottle.
7600. Call now.
AI is rewriting the business playbook with productivity boosts and faster decision-making coming to every industry. If you're not thinking about AI, you can bet your competition is. This is not where you want to drop the ball. But AI requires a lot of compute power, and most cloud platforms...
I was going to try and wait until the next oil change, but
That is, unless you're running on OCI or a
It was bone dry.
This was the cloud built for AI. A blazing fast enterprise-grade platform for your infrastructure, database, apps, and all your AI workloads. OCI costs 50% less than other major hyperscalers for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Thousands of businesses have already scored with OCI, including Vodafone, Thomson Reuters, and Sumo AI. Now the ball's in your court.
Right now, Oracle can cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to OCI. Minimum financial commitment and other terms apply. Offer ends March 31st. See if you're free.
If soreness or injury is keeping you from hitting your fitness goals, it's time to try Frog Fuel Daily Recovery Protein Shots. Frog Fuel supports the fast recovery of muscles, joints, ligaments, and soft tissues so you can build strength and resilience. Our advanced nanohydrolyzed protein formula is designed to absorb fast, is completely digested in less than 15 minutes. Just rip, sip, and recover. Don't let long recovery times keep you from your goals. Learn more at frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable with Frog Fuel.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease.
Economic opportunity.
Moral order.
I think I'm gonna be by myself today though, because I think the female that works with me, her kids don't have school today. Wife's got the day off.
Welcome back, everybody, to the David Webb Show. As you can tell, David is not in today. He's doing something really fun. It is at the inauguration.
Frog Fuel.
I'm filling in for David.
What are you talking
Kira
about?
Davis, host of Just Listen to Yourself with Kira Davis, and you can see me around. See me on Fox News sometimes, and around the Sirius XM, the Patriot Universe I fill in, or Stacey Washington.
Oh, I don't know.
Sometimes, and Andrew Wilkow. So it is a great pleasure to fill in for David. David was one of my first points of contact in this industry.
I wanted to pay
many
attention.
years ago. He was very kind and he gave me some wonderful advice. I met him on the John Candy Show on Fox. He gave me some wonderful advice that I've always held on to. So it's a great privilege to sit on this mic for him, and I must admit I am a little bit envious.
Well, Biden pardoned Fauci, Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger,
everybody.
Pelosi.
Our long national nightmare is over, and we are beginning a new American.
Nothing like
era.
saying you didn't do anything wrong, like making sure that the president gives you a pardon.
I want to talk about what we've been through. I know these pardons are disturbing a lot of you. It feels unfair. It is unfair, but it is what it is. As President Trump says, revenge is going to have to be success. We'll have to let the Lord take other kinds of revenge, right? Vengeance will be his. Our revenge will be success. And so I want to talk about the themes, what we've been through for the last 4 years, because it's going to set us up for what is coming. And I believe, my husband's a silver lining guy. I've been married for 26 years, y'all. He's a silver lining guy. He always finds a silver lining in the dark cloud. And I had to find a silver lining for the last
Yeah,
4
nothing new,
years.
but
It's that what we have been
still
through
disgusting.
has prepared us to make America the greatest that it's ever been. I believe that. You know, you've all heard that saying that
Sent people into fucking prison who took a fucking tour of the Capitol. Some of them are still there. Some that never even entered the Capitol are still in prison.
Right, we're in the hard times.
But yeah, that's all justifiable. But you're gonna fucking protect the people who did that to
Sort
them?
of like the way you like to say, well, if I hadn't been through all the difficult things in my life, I wouldn't be where I am today. So it's been a rough 4 years. Some of us have had a more difficult time.
I'll give you
than others.
further on my thoughts on Telegram.
For our freedom, right? Some of us
He has no
have lost
choice.
family. Today you're going to lose family.
What's he supposed to do?
This
He's
is
letting them out today.
the
They weren't in prison until he was out of office. He couldn't pardon them before he got out. Nobody was convicted.
All of that wasn't for nothing. Today is the day when we get.
This is a new thing, this preemptive fucking pardons.
It wasn't for nothing. We've done it. And it's not over, and I don't want to pretend it's over. Today is just a celebration, and let's celebrate. Let's give ourselves this permission, everyone. We've been through it. We've been through it the last 4 years, and it has been rough. I
Oh, most of them weren't even arrested yet.
It drove me into the. I lost. If the unions came for me big time, as you can imagine, a media personality, and they came for my family, and I got in the bottle, man.
Hardly any of them got arrested right there.
I was drinking heavily because I was so devastated, not just for myself, but for the other parents I was fighting for, and for America, because it just felt so dark. I'm happy to say, with the grace of God, that I pulled out of that spiral, and I feel healthier and better than ever. But I believe I was just like a lot of people out there, just depressed and thinking, where do we go from here? Where will we go from here? But this is where strong leadership comes in. And I want to go to the phones after this, but I want to talk about leadership and why it matters. Just because President Trump can't come in and, change America,
I don't think he has a part.
doesn't mean that his leadership doesn't matter. We have languished under zero leadership for 4 years. I live here in Southern California, and if you've been paying any kind of attention to what's been going on here for the last 2 weeks, you can tell that we've been leaderless. We've been leaderless for over about a decade, I would say. Even Jerry Brown, as terrible of a governor as he was not as stupid as Gavin Newsom. And don't even get me started on Mayor Karen Conaway Pence. They're stupid, and we're leaderless here in California, and you can tell because the entire state is disintegrating. And that's what's happening to America. This entire nation has been disintegrating for 4 years, languishing under no leadership. No one wants to take responsibility. No one wants to take accountability. And the institutions that are supposed to be here to hold our leaders accountable have not been doing their jobs. Obviously, oh, by the way, everybody, prepare yourselves for the onslaught of sudden truth-telling that's about to come out from the mainstream media. Guess what's about to start getting reported? Suddenly, you're going to hear about how the economy's not so great. You know how for 4 years they've been telling you that you're the stupid one, that you're the idiot for saying that the economy is bad? Don't you guys know that this decimal point moved over 1? Why don't you guys think it's better? These people will... Let me try not to be a total idiot on this mic this morning. It's infuriating, to say the least, right? Suddenly, they're going to be ruined in how the economy is. But still, however, suddenly they're going to be interested in all the fentanyl and weapons being shipped across our border. They're going to be real interested in all the crimes. I bet LA crime is going to be top of mind for the media. They're going to be, wait for the deportation stories of families, of Abuelas everywhere. Oh, it's on. It's on and popping. But guess what? 2025 is not 2017. And we're ready for y'all now. And now, social media isn't owned by progressive lunatics. The landscape's a bit different now, and the mainstream media have proven to all of America that they are completely useless, and no one believes them anymore. So I think that they can do their worst if they want. But we're ready for them. The landscape has changed, and it's going to start changing today. Trump is going to sign a bunch of executive orders when he gets into office. We're going to talk about those in a minute, but we've got a caller on the line waiting patiently. So let's head to the line. We've got Sandra in Virginia. Sandra, welcome to the David Webb Show. I'm so pleased to be filling in for David and talk to you this morning. Happy inauguration today. Sandra, you there? Oh, Franklin, I'm sorry. My call screen said something different. I didn't understand what I was looking at. Franklin, please go ahead.
I'm calling about this so-called congressional slush fund. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Why is it we don't know more about it? And I just didn't know if you might have some more accurate information on it.
slush fund, which is a group of money that Congress can sort of do whatever with. Hush money sort of thing. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, but you know that they do have one, and I can tell you that here in California, our governor has a slush fund as well. They call it the general fund, but it is a slush fund. I don't know much about it. Are you concerned that
Yeah.
this is going to be a problem for Congress moving forward?
I agree.
Well, I just think that the big state...
He's keeping a big secret of who he's replacing Vance with, too.
But they're not talking about the bad things that they're doing that are covered up.
Trying to find just the right rhino.
And the variety of things that are going on. I'd like some I think your word is great. I'd like some
And you know the dead bush? The freshly planted bush that's already dead because they
like that, and I think
didn't water it and let it root properly.
When you're closest to getting answers, who knows? Because Congress isn't going to really shoot themselves in the foot. Just
Yeah,
like
their honey
they're not
biscuits are good.
gonna stop themselves from trading, insider trading. But I think, Franklin, what you're saying.
We just had a
on
fucking Speedway
on a larger
biscuit, so
basis, you want to see accountability.
good for now.
Period. What's your feelings before I let you go, though? What's
Now
your
you could
feelings
walk
on
across
these
that river right now.
This morning, do you feel like
Shit.
did that feel weird to you, or do you feel like that was necessary?
Yeah, BK's Chris sandwiches are the bomb.
people that have been convicted.
The everything one,
Yeah, the part
Sausage,
of the
bacon,
Jason's committee, Liz Cheney,
egg and
Dr.
cheese.
Fauci, and the other members of the Jason's committee.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the right thing to do?
They don't really ice fish on the river just because it's. I was joking. I mean, it's that water moves good enough. It's pretty hard to freeze over, but it's froze over good right now.
Yes.
I wouldn't even walk on it.
This morning, yeah, before he.
But I've walked on plenty of frozen lakes.
Well, so many other people are getting pardoned for much more major crimes. I think Fauci misled us, but he knew more than I did. I think that the country didn't need to be shut down. As many states didn't, and they survived. Our country suffered. I don't have a strong feeling about these pardons.
Okay, that's fair enough, right?
What do you
Oh, I think it's a travesty. I actually do think what they did was very serious, and I do think people died actually because of it. One of the things that they did do was pressure social media companies to crack down on quote misinformation, and one of the things they claim was misinformation was the use of ivermectin to treat COVID, which could have saved a lot of lives, but they ended up banning it and banning information about it. So yeah, I do think probably we're going to find people died because of these people. So I do think that's
Really?
it's a big deal.
What's up with that coupon code?
But I appreciate your notion that you don't have a strong feeling about it.
Well, I don't know enough. There's so much information overload.
All right, guys.
There's so much to deal with. We've got to be a very large country, large business, and it's hard to keep up with it all. And
Heading in. See you guys in a bit. I'll fire up the other laptop. We'll have us a nice
like his personality.
nice stream.
He's one man. There's just a lot of people that run the country.
I've got a pretty cool thumbnail for today. See you guys in a bit. Peace. Yeah, go Lions. Fuck.
I like your term.
Next year, you mean?